Good evening, everyone. It's Roger Collia, and I hope that you're all doing well. It's been quite some time since I've last hosted a watch party. I believe the last one that I did was back in July or August. During the beginning of this pandemic, these watch parties were a way to keep busy and connect with my friends and colleagues, really from all over the world. So, tonight, in honor of the 250th anniversary of Beethoven's birth, we are going to watch a performance of Beethoven's monumental Ninth Symphony. Now, in a normal season without a global pandemic, orchestras around the world would be playing the music of Beethoven because of this major anniversary. I had a number of works by Beethoven programmed for the season, including the Fourth Symphony with Symphony New Hampshire, the Beethoven Violin Concerto with Evansville Philharmonic, and the Second Symphony with Orchestra Santa Monica. Unfortunately, we will have to wait until next season to do these amazing works, but we can at least watch a performance virtually together tonight. So a close mentor of mine said it best, that Beethoven's Ninth is a symphony in search of a song. You don't hear the song and the voices until the final movement of the symphony, and what an amazing song it is. Its simplicity makes it universal. I mean, this is a tune that we can all hum. It's stepwise, it doesn't go more than an octave in terms of its range. The harmonies are consonant and tonal. You do not need any musical training to sing this tune. It's the message of the tune that is really remarkable, and that message is that all mankind must become brothers. This powerful statement was true when it was written. It was true when Beethoven set it to his famous theme, and it's true today. This work has become an anthem for peace, for unification, for brotherly love. I'm also fond of this sentence from Schiller's poem, Diesen Kuss der ganzen Welt, the kiss for the whole world. This sentence is reflected in the entire work. Beethoven was trying to tell us something, and that's why this piece has lived so long in our lives and in our hearts and on concert stages throughout the world. Perhaps no other piece of music has exerted such an impact on later composers. Many composers wondered how one would write a symphony after the Ninth. Schubert, Berlioz, Brahms, Wagner, Bruckner, Mahler, the list goes on, all dealt with this question in fascinating ways that fundamentally affected the course of 19th century music. It was Schubert who apparently attended the premiere. He briefly quoted the Joy theme in his own final symphony, The Great, which was written the following year. I mean, almost every Bruckner symphony begins in the manner of the Ninth Symphony. These low string rumblings, the tremolos that seem to suggest the creation of a musical world. Mendelssohn, Mahler, and Shostakovich followed the model of a choral finale. But I think it was Wagner who was perhaps the composer most influenced by the Ninth Symphony, arguing that in it Beethoven pointed the way to the music of the future, a universal drama uniting words and sounds which would become Wagner's own operas. I mean, you think about these leitmotifs in Wagner and how Beethoven used different motives to represent different things. For more than a century, the work has surfaced at crucial times and places. The Ninth has been used at various openings of the Olympic Games, bringing all nations together in song. Its melody is the official anthem of the European Union, and the Ninth has also appeared on many solemn occasions. Within recent memory, we may recall protesters playing the Ninth in Tiananmen Square in Beijing, or German students doing so during the fall of the Berlin Wall. I vividly remember performances in the wake of 9/11 when the Ninth was once again used for its universal and hopeful message. Beethoven was a humanist above all. Throughout all of his works, not just the Ninth, there is the sense of overcoming, triumph over tragedy, in other words. It's this idea of universal brotherhood and freedom. His music expresses the voice of revolutionary optimism. It's the voice of a man who refuses to admit defeat, whose head remains unbowed in adversity. I mean, if you think of the Fifth Symphony or the Third Symphony, it's all about overcoming adversity. Everyone can connect to Beethoven. According to the conductor Marin Alsop, she actually said that this is art that defies time, that defies culture, that defies partisanship, that unifies. And it can speak to each individual differently, but it speaks loudly to each of us. Beethoven composed music that speaks to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Things we're all yearning for right now. Tonight, we will watch a March 2017 performance of Beethoven's Ninth Symphony, which is performed by the Simón Bolívar Youth Orchestra of Venezuela, conducted by Gustavo Dudamel at the Elbphilharmonie in Hamburg, Germany. It's a remarkable performance, not only because many of these musicians are quite young, but there's a great intensity and emotional connection in this performance. If you have any questions or comments during the performance, I will be in the chat providing commentary and little tidbits of information throughout the concert. Once again, it is so great to be back with all of you virtually. Thank you so much for tuning in, and please enjoy Beethoven's Ninth Symphony. Take care, everyone, and happy holidays.